Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Friday night. Welcome to Music Forward's Open Mic Fridays. We are so thrilled that on this Friday night, this fabulous summer Friday night, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're choosing to spend 1 hour with us here at Music Forward's Open Mic Fridays. My name is Lydia Caesar, and I will be your hostess with the mostest throughout this entire fabulous event. This is Open Mic Fridays, season 10, okay? And we are bringing you the freshest new talent from around the globe. You're right here on Twitch. That is the platform that you are watching this on as we speak. And I'm hoping that you will subscribe to us. If you have a Twitch page, subscribe to Music Forward right now on Twitch so that you never miss out on the amazing things that we have going on. Before we dive right into this open mic, I want to tell you a little bit about Music Forward and Open Mic Fridays because I know you're just a supportive person that you are. One of our amazing artists sent you this link and you said, I'm going to tune in because I support people. But you're not sure exactly what this is, right? So, Music Forward is an amazing organization. It connects young people from our communities directly to the music industry via career and artist development programming designed to transform young lives, inspire careers, and to champion a more inclusive music industry. I am also an artist myself. I sing and I know how hard it is to get your foot in the door. There's such a gap. Like, this is you as an artist, this is the music industry. And it's like, how do I make this leap? Well, Music Forward is literally bridging that gap. So it's a really, really great organization. And what is Open Mic Fridays? So Open Mic Fridays, it's not your average open mic. Random people don't just pop up and start to perform. We have sought out these artists and we know their talent level. It's a showcase where young artists, they share their talent, they gain exposure. And what makes this open mic better and way cooler is that they get direct feedback from industry experts, people with successful careers in music. I know you hate when you're like trying to accomplish something and people who've never done it before tell you how you can't do it or trying to tell you what to do. This is not that, okay? These are experts who have been there, done that, and they're going to pour directly into the lives of these artists after they perform. Super special. All right, so let's get going with tonight's show and our amazing lineup. We're going to need help from you, our audience, okay? So from tonight's lineup, we're going to be inviting back two performers for our final showcase that's going to be taking place at the end of the summer. Very exciting. Tonight's experts, right? They're going to select their favorite after the show. That's called the industry pick. Where you come in is the next artist who's selected will be the fan favorite, and that's going to be strictly based on your votes in the audience. And we are going to be announcing that fan favorite tonight at the end of the show. Very exciting. So there is a link that is pinned in the chat. Make sure that you vote for whoever you want to be the fan favorite. And if you do well, they will be back in August. All right. This season, what are our artists who come back going to possibly walk away with? Both the industry pick and the fan favorite are going to receive gift certificates to Guitar Center, very helpful to help further their artistic journeys. And when they advance to the showcase round, they're going to have the opportunity to win some very cool gear courtesy of Sennheiser, one of the leading microphone brands, audio brands in the game. Plus, brand new this season, we have partnered with Ross Dress for Less, who has all the name brands for less, to provide our final two season 10 winners with $150 in Ross money. That's going to go a long way at Ross because they have all the bargains, all the deals. Listen, as artists, we express ourselves through music, but also how you dress, your sense of style on stage is really lends itself to your art, to your artistry, right? Showing people who you are. Listen, check this out. Tonight, I'm dressed from head to toe in Ross. Okay. This outfit was a yes for me. Look at these earrings, you guys, the butterflies and the choker. Ross. Okay, Ross got me all the way together tonight. So you better believe the artists who win are going to be down for some deals. And I'm pretty sure they're going to perform their hearts out tonight. That Ross gift card is going to go a long way. 20 to 60% off department and specialty store prices all day, every day. Gotta love it. So shout out to Ross for being one of our sponsors in that way. So before we get started, and I announce these amazing artists for you, I want you to meet our industry guests. Industry guests, may you please turn on your cameras. I'm going to tell the audience how fabulous you both are. First, we have Richard Ellis, president of 12 to 20, a veteran in music marketing and creative production executive. Richard Ellis has helped young music artists, entertainment companies, brands, and nonprofit organizations create unique content and marketing strategies for over 45 years. When I say veteran, I mean he has done this thing. Executive positions at Warner Music Group, Sony Music, RCA Records, and Time Warner, all heavy hitter labels. In 1998, he launched the youth-focused music marketing agency 12 to 20 with a focus on in-school marketing and education. In 2012, funded by Universal Music Group, he founded MYKA Zoo TV, a music label and video channel for preschoolers. Jam Hotel, Ellis's animated music education show, a partnership with PBS, was sold to Netflix in 2016. Okay, cha-ching. Throughout his career, Richard has helped many young artists launch their careers and direct them on their music and video production, branding, marketing, touring, and performances. Among the artists he has worked with are Taylor Swift, the Jonas Brothers, Ashley Tisdale, Mindless Behavior, Fabulous, and Avril Lavigne. I mean, all superstars. In 2015, he launched a management partnership to work with these young clients with Gold Mountain Entertainment, the legendary music management firm, whose extensive list of clients have included Crosby, Stills and Nash, Nirvana, Foo Fighters, Bob Dylan, Bonnie Raitt, and Joss Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Ellis.
Thank you. That was a very nice introduction.
You have an amazing bio. I'm your family, right? This is not the first time you've been doing this with us, so we're just excited to welcome you back. So tell us, out of all of the amazing things that you have accomplished in this industry, what are you the most proud of?
I picked out a portion of the music business that was the most difficult, which was launching new careers.
Mm-hmm.
And my most satisfying projects I work on are launching new artists into successful careers. And it's very difficult in the beginning. Record companies traditionally are not very good at it, quite frankly. But we have found a way to really help artists find their voice and find their audience. And that makes me the happiest.
Brilliant. No, I think that's brilliant. I love that you said record companies aren't the best at it, because oddly enough, they aren't. And so I've seen so many amazing artists get shelved. I have been through the ringer myself with the labels. It's just crazy. But I love that that's your, what you're the most proud of. And, it just shows the selflessness of you. And, we definitely love that about you here at Music Forward.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You. Yes. All right. So next we have Chuck Nunnally, Director of Operations at Honor Flow Productions. Let me tell you guys about Chuck. Chuck Nunnally, professionally known as DJ Chuck the Old School, is a homegrown LA, California DJ, producer, artist, and 1/3 of internationally rising hip hop group Honor Flow Productions. As a DJ and a member of HFP, Chuck has performed at historic LA venues such as the Greek Theater, the Wiltern, the Troubadour, the El Rey Theater, the Roxy Theater, the Regent Theater, and he headlined a summer 2019 tour in Japan and a go-to selector for private events and organizations such as the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Annenberg Space for Photography, and Vanity Fair. Very busy guy, and he's taking the time out to be with us today. Including his creative work in the public eye, Chuck has also honed his craft behind the scenes in radio broadcasting, music journalism, live production, and artist consulting. This includes runs at 94.7 The Wave, K Earth 101, KROQ, Apple Music, Soul Train, KXLU, Moja Moja, and KMCU Marymount Radio. Chuck, welcome.
What's up, Lydia? It's good to see you again, especially after we finally met in person at NAMM.
We literally ran into each other at NAMM. It was a whole moment. Super great to see you then and to see you back now. You are also Music Forward family. Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for always having me. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Richard. Out of all of the amazing things that you've accomplished, right? And you're an artist too. So I don't mind if this answer is like selfish and like it's about a big show I had or something. I get it. What would you say you're the most proud of that you've accomplished thus far in your career?
Oh, it's a Japan tour, bar none. To be an independent group, out of pocket, no label, no management, with my two bandmates and myself to put together a tour ourselves, route it, and build with people out there and to document it. There's a documentary of that tour that's on our YouTube channel. It's a good watch. But
find it.
It is on the On the Flow Productions YouTube channel. To tour overseas, something a goal we had as a group, and to put it together, ourselves is the highlight. There's more to come of that without question, but that's top without question.
Yeah, and I think a lot of our artists today can learn from that, like for real, guys, do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. I cannot say that enough. Like a lot of artists like are chasing the labels and they want to get signed and all of this, but labels are not signing talent anymore. They're signing entities, businesses. They're signing people who have done it themselves already. So all they got to do is pick you up and collect a check. So do it now, do it scared, do it. And Chuck is a testimony that you can actually do this thing on your own. Love that. All right, you guys, we are going to get the show started. So we will be calling back on you industry experts throughout the night. Thank you so much. You two may both now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, let's get this show started. Last thing I want to do is remind you that the chat on Twitch is open tonight. That means send a positive word of encouragement. This can be a really tough industry to be in. You never know how far your words of encouragement will go for these artists. So say something positive in the chat as they perform for you. All right. Coming to the virtual stage, we have our very first performer, the poster child. Come on in. Please turn on your camera. We are so excited to have you. What's up, poster child? I love your name.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Your volume is a little bit low.
Is this better?
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. Awesome.
We are so excited. Okay, so in a couple sentences, brag about yourself right now. Like, tell us your little, like a bio, like a couple sentences, like really toot your horn. Who are you?
So my artist's name is The Poster Child. My real name is Connor, and I grew up on the Eastern Shore of Virginia. It's a really rural area. It's part of the South, but it's right on the beach, and it was really a unique place to grow up, and it inspired me a lot to make music that sort of reflected my surroundings. And when I graduated high school, I went on to NYU to study music business, and there I've been able to really learn a lot about the industry, learn a lot about, my artistry and really kind of put together a vision. So I'm here tonight to perform my second single ever. It is called Freak, and this is actually the first time I've ever performed it. This is like the special debut. So
we got exclusive. I love it. And it's called Freak. The name just kind of catches you. I can't wait to hear this. I'm sure the audience is excited. Have a great time, rock out. Thank you for choosing us to debut this brand new single. We appreciate it.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yes. So without further ado, the poster child, take it away.
I just want to double check, sorry, really quick, that you can hear this.
Yep, I can hear it.
All righty. Sorry, having a technical difficulty. 1 second.
All good. If you're out there listening, just make sure that at the end of this performance that you head to the link in the chat and vote for our fan favorite of the night. They will get to come back in August and perform for all kinds of prizes.
All right.
Are you ready? All right, let's go. Poster child, take it away.
Everything you are in me, everything you want, here inside my soulless body, have it at a cost. Oh, I want you to be what you say you are. Cause I am made free for a weak man. I lie for his attention. I'm a siren. I'm all you can't see all that pain I took away and made my own. I'm hiding my true self from those who never know. Just want someone you can't control. I love it when it's scary. I love it when you don't care a thing. And you won't find the answer in me. You are such a for a weak man. I lie
You better serve us. Are you back yet, Connor? Not
Yes,
yet.
I am.
Oh, you better slap.
Was the audio okay?
The audio was definitely tripping, but I have to say, I have to tell you, in Zoom land, you never know. So it was like a odd delay on it, but I could hear through it. Like as a creative, I could hear like the magic of all of this. It's like the song was
Thank
great.
you.
Like I love the music and your voice and like just how you really took us on it was a music video. Like you took us on a journey and you were in character and serving the entire time. Like, okay, so he's an artist. He's an artist. I love it.
I did my best. We only had one day to put this together. So
Excellent. I have to say, you blew me away. So let's get our experts in and see what they have to say. You definitely have my great work. Industry experts, you may now turn on your cameras. I know, sorry. You know you're looking for the cue words. All right, Chuck, we'll start with you.
I've been doing open mic for Music Forward for about 2-3 years now. And I'd say that's the most ambitious performance I've seen in terms of camera work.
Right? Like what?
It was a music. Lydia, you took the words out of my mouth. It was like I was watching a music video or an elaborate like a performance.
Right.
So first and foremost, props for trying something different, even with the technical difficulties. I gotta give you props for trying something different. You gotta stick out, as we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The arrangement of the song, I know I'm probably gonna date myself, and Richard is probably gonna roll his eyes at me dating. Kind of reminded me of like Major Tom, Bowie, kind of like that the arrangement, the string arrangements, the grandioso in the vocal performance. It, like I said, even through the technical difficulties, we got it. This isn't mixed. You know, you play something new and you're like, it's good, but this isn't mixed yet. It doesn't matter. We can see through a quality song when we see it, and we did. Great performance. Keep pushing yourself live as well, especially in these new mediums. Keep pushing your songwriting. You did a great job, man.
Yeah. Connor, are you still there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because we can't see you anymore. I don't know why. I don't know where you went. But as long as you can hear. Okay, Richard?
You know, I hate going after Chuck because he always says the stuff that I'm going to say. I thought I love that you've picked a lane and you're committed to it 150%. Yeah. And I again, like with everybody else, it was very impressive music video vibe. I love the bus. But I am going to say one thing. Look, I work with vocalists my whole career. If I were you, one of the things I would do is start doing things to strengthen your vocal. If I was your manager, I'd say, listen, let's go to voice teacher. You know, people who are starting out and the biggest stars in the world all go to voice teachers and voice coaches. Better breathing, better melody, better tone, all those kinds of things. That would be my only negative comment, was I think your vocals could use some work. But I did love the song, and I love as Chuck said, the Bowie vibe. I thought that was really cool. The orchestration was really interesting. I think from a production point of view, it was really good. I really liked it a lot. And I think it's a good pathway if this is the place you're going.
Yeah, you're definitely in a lane of your own. And shameless plug, I'm a vocal coach. If you look at this, that part. Okay. So, audience members, it is your turn. The poster child just showed up, blew it out the box. Head to the link that is pinned in the chat and vote if you would like him to be the fan favorite. The poster child, Connor, thank you so much for that phenomenal performance. You were so great. Thank you, industry guests, for your amazing feedback. All of you may now turn off your cameras. All right. I mean, the poster child kicked it off. Okay. He set the bar, and I know these other artists are going to follow suit. All right. Coming to the virtual stage, we have Gabby Montiel. Come on in. Gabby, did I say your last?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Excellent. So tell us about yourself. Give me a little bio. Like, I want you to really brag on who you are, anything that you like to accomplish, whatever you want us to know about you, tell us.
Well, I have 3 released songs on a bunch of music platforms, and I'm really excited to be working on an upcoming album that's gonna come up in the next couple of months. And I started another open mic for just like, younger people to like come in and feel comfortable. And in the last performance that I did, I performed this new original song that I'm going to be sharing with you guys.
Nice. What is the song called that you're going to be sharing? And if you don't mind telling us a little bit about like what it's about.
This next song is called Mind Games, and I wrote it about a kind of the feeling of being betrayed by someone that you love and care for.
Nice. Excited to hear it. All right. Well, without further ado, Gabby Montiel, take it away.
Tied, bound, trapped to your side. Name one time I could be right in your mind. I'm the evil one through your eyes. You're the one who runs. So tell me why I've been the one who's on your side. I fought for you, would have died for you. Tell me why you always had to lie. I have a problem, no solving, I'm just gonna blame. Playing your mind games. Burned and bruised with the fuse the others lay before you. Guess I thought that you could be contrary to the pattern. Can't make friends without them turning out to shatter. The second the spotlight turned off, or worse, it just moved on. You turn and spit and hiss, and then you shout. You dodge and twist and avoid the blame that you set out. Tell me why I've been the one who's on your side. I smell your shame. You spit in your mind my name. Tell me why you always had to lie. I have a problem, no solving, I'm just gonna blame. Playing your mind games. Playing your mind games. Ooh, you always had to blame. You always had to blame. Tell me why I've been the one who's on your side. I fought for you, would have died for you. Tell me why you playing your mind games, playing your mind games. Played your mind games.
Oh my goodness, Gabby, that was beautiful. I mean, like just haunting and like wildly mature. Like you look like a baby. I don't even want to ask how old you are because I feel like that's rude, but you have such a youthful look with a mature sound. And I mean that as a compliment. Like that was
Thank you.
good. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. All right, Richard, we will start with you this time. Give Gabby your feedback.
That was you have such a beautiful vocal range. The low thing is just gorgeous. And yeah, I was mesmerized by your vocal, and low range is just so interesting and quite frankly unusual, and you do it really well.
Thank you.
I thought the key change was cool in the song.
It was. It took me by
Yeah.
surprise.
Nobody
Yeah.
does that. Nobody does that anymore.
Nobody. Yes.
And I'm curious. How old are you, Gabby?
I'm 14.
Oh my God.
Look,
Oh my
he
God.
literally looks like a baby. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
How's she so young?
The one thing I would say, well, look, for being your age and writing a song like that with lyrics like that, it's just very, very impressive. I mean that. You know, every artist I've worked with, when they sit down to make a record, they usually write with other people. I think lyrically, I think it needs a little work. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, in songwriting, you can either say something, you know, exactly how it is, or use metaphors and similes to convey the message. And it's really sort of, excuse me, a subtle thing. But, you know, I don't know where you live and whether you're in school, what's going on, but I think you should keep going down this path. Your writing is good. Your vocal is good. I was just really impressed. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Chuck.
It takes an old soul to recognize another one, and without question, that maturity is shining in your playing, your vocal tone. Lyrically, the challenge in writing, I always say, challenge in songwriting is taking a personal experience and having it relate to the world, and it's usually those songs that connect, and that song has the possibility of connecting. You know, everybody has, you know, dealt with people like that before, and you don't know, a song like that could help somebody through a situation like that. You just never know, and that's the powerful thing about songwriting. I'm going to piggyback because on what Richard said, the octave change in the last hook. You don't hear that in pop music a lot these days, so that immediately perked to mind. You're like, oh snap! So that
Mine.
that so that I think we all three of us agree, like, that was an incredible high point in the performance. But great performance, great playing, great songwriting. And one last thing unrelated to your performance, I love that you started an open mic, because places to cut your teeth as an artist are, I don't know, it's lacking these days. I know obviously you got to play venues, you got to sell tickets, but before you even get to that part of that level, they always say there's levels to this, you just got to be comfortable to get on stage, to know how you want to work the crowd, feel comfortable how you're playing. And I really commend you for starting a place to where you and your fellow artists can cut your teeth and figure out your artistic voice. So kudos to that as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Also, Gabby, I like the songs on your Spotify too. I wanted to tell you that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job, Gabby. All right, you guys, you heard it here. Gabby was amazing. If you're in the audience and you want to support, head to the link in the chat and vote, vote, vote. And she may be the industry pick for tonight. Gabby, thank you once again. And thank you, industry experts. All of you may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys. 2 down and 2 to go. Phenomenal talent here at Open Mic Fridays tonight. Make sure you share this link out. Send it to somebody who you think would benefit from watching something like this. Who maybe might want to do Open Mic Friday. Send this out. Let's boost it as big as we can. And coming up next to the virtual stage, we have Chloe Lavender. Chloe, come on in. Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm excited to hear you perform. Tell us about you. You know the drill. Tell us. I want you to brag on yourself. I know that's hard to really toot your horn real quick. Tell us good things about you. Who are you?
All right. Well, I'm Chloe Lavender. I live in LA. I started making music during quarantine, just because I feel like that was more where everyone could feel the most. So I made my first album during quarantine, and that's just where I started from there. Haven't stopped since.
Way to make use of a tough time. You made a whole album. I think that's a testament of your character as an artist. I think that's great. So are you going to be doing something from the album, or what are you going to be performing for us tonight?
I'm going to be performing my first song, which is actually about the feeling of quarantine, feeling alone or lost, or there's nobody to reach out to. So yeah.
What's it called?
All in My Head.
All in My Head. All right. Well, without further ado, Chloe Lavender with All in My Head. Take it away.
Laying here in my bed, wondering what you think of me. Is it special, something sweet, or is it just to make me feel weak? Or is it all in my head, making me feel less and less of me? Did you even care? Nobody did. Nobody was there. Useless is all I see. It felt like no one was there for me. No shoulder to cry on. Or was it all in my head? Where should I go instead? Feeling so lost, almost tear apart, hiding in the dark. Or am I overthinking? Laying here in my bed, wondering what you think of me. Is it special, something sweet, or is it just to make me feel weak? Or is it all in my head, making me feel less and less of me? Did you even care? Nobody did. Nobody was there. All in my head, all in my head, all in my.
Let me just tell you, you give me some background music. I don't mind. Your voice is magical.
Thank you so much.
It's very unique. Very the tone, your vibrato that you have. Everything about it is just very unique. Like you sound like nobody else. I love that for you. And the way you just sang that, like you just literally like, even like just those sustained notes, that's hard to like sustain and still sound like really good. Your vocal control is excellent. Great job. Let's get the
Thank
industry
you.
expert. You're welcome. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. All right, Chuck, we will start with you.
I'm going to piggyback actually about vocal control and tone. And it just, there's certain singers when they're first starting out, they may sing the wrong way and they could damage your voice. I'm not a singer myself, but I just think of the things my grandmama used to tell me, rest in peace, who had a 9-octave voice, about vocal control and voice and controlling it in a certain way. And it seems like you already have certain vocal control techniques down to where it's silky, it's big, and you're not damaging your vocals. So that's one thing I picked up about your performance. As far as the content of the song, I think it even transcends beyond just the idea of quarantine. At a certain point, everybody feels by themselves. Everybody needs, this feels like a record you put on if you're driving by yourself at 2 a.m. just trying to figure it all out. That's because everybody spends time. I mean, it was a time where everything was shutting, everybody was home. You had to be with yourself. And sometimes you need soundtracks to figure out where you're going and you're talking things through your head. So again, relatability in the songwriting, production was beautiful. It was simplified. And just like we've seen earlier, the testament of a true artist, that we just put a piano or a guitar or just even me banging on the table in front of them and they can just do their vocal performance. So you had a really great stripped down performance. Excellent job again.
Thank you so much.
I feel like this song has syncability too. Like I could hear it in like a TV show, like a good, like just like the perfect type of scene. It just paints a picture. All right, Richard.
Wow, what a voice! What a voice! I mean, it just beautiful, really. I agree with everything Chuck said. There's no critique that I could make. It was really, there are artists I work with that are ready to go, and artists that I work with that need a lot of work. You're ready to go. I just think your poise, watching you sing, watching you dive into your song and was just really impressive. Do you play instruments? Did you play the track?
The track, no, I didn't play that, but okay. I do play the violin.
Ah, well, that's good. That's a good instrument to know. The other thing is, before all these, before this event that we do, I look at everybody's Spotify because I want to get familiar with your music, and I am blown away. First of all, the production on these songs is very lush, and I love it. I really do. It's beautiful. Did you produce them yourselves?
My dad is actually my producer.
Who is your dad? Is your dad somebody we should know?
I'll let him know.
Okay. The production is really nice. You have 140,000 plus spins on Can't Forget Me.
Yeah, that's one of my most popular songs.
And even I Hate You. I didn't listen to that one, but now I really want to because there's 87,000 streams on it.
Yes.
Look, I work with artists that are struggling to get 5,000 streams. This is really, really impressive. And it's a good base to start continuing to produce music, putting it out. And again, very, very, very impressive.
Thank you so much.
How are you promoting the album? How have you been promoting it?
I actually haven't in a while because it was all the way back in like 2021. But it didn't get as much streams because it was more like for fun before I started taking it seriously. But yeah.
to get to that many views, like what promotions did you use? Like was it just your socials or did you like?
It was mostly just playlist I was on.
Nice.
Just editorial playlist and
yeah,
just random playlist.
Playlisting will get you there, which is excellent. Mm-hmm. And it's new eyes and ears on your music. Excellent. Well, listen, if you're in the audience and you came to see Chloe, do your job. Even if you didn't come to see Chloe, if you came to see somebody else and Chloe made you a believer, vote, vote, vote. You never know. She may be the fan favorite. Chloe, thank you so much. That was
Thank you.
of course. And thank you to our industry experts as well. All of you may turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, we are moving right along. 3 great performances. We have one more to round out the evening, and then stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a quick dialogue with our experts, and you are going to find out who our fan favorite pick is for the night. So without further ado, the final performer of the evening, last but not least, coming to the virtual stage, we have Nicole Costa. Come on in, Nicole. Welcome.
Hello.
Look at you. I love your whole vibe right now. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, like I asked everybody else, I want you to toot your horn, brag on you. Tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm a singer-songwriter from Connecticut. I'm a student at the Hart School of Music, and I study music production. And I have self-produced 3 EPs, the newest of which is called Castor C, and I'm working on another one right now.
Fire. So you make the music too, or did you just like produce other musicians?
I've produced like my own albums. I haven't worked on anyone else's yet, but hopefully.
No. I mean, like, no, that's what I meant. Like, are you doing all the tracks, or are you like producing somebody else, like telling them what?
No, I play all of my own instruments and everything on my own music. So yeah.
Love it. So 100% of the splits is you.
Yes.
I love that for you and for artists like you. Okay, so tell us about the song that you're going to be singing tonight.
So the song I'm going to be doing is called Roots, and I wrote it about how, so I'm actually a dual citizen. I'm a Portuguese citizen and an American citizen, and my entire family either still lives in Portugal or immigrated to America from Portugal. So the song is basically just about our experiences as immigrants.
Oh, I love it already. Well, let me get up out of here. Without further ado, Nicole Costa with Roots. Take it away.
I've seen what happens when you grow your roots around other people. When the land that your feet stand on wasn't made for you or I. All the ribs in my last name weren't made from the dust of your religion. So I'll hold my roots inside my heart, twisted and righteous till I die. I'll watch my skin grow pale as I forget where my father came from, where my grandparents worked the soil underneath the summer sun. I'm having trouble now keeping up with the language of my country, 'cause I'm branded as a real red, white, green, and blue American. I've seen what happens when you grow your roots around other people. When the land that your feet stand on wasn't made for you or I. All the ribs in my last name weren't made from the dust of your religion. So I'll hold my roots inside my heart, twisted and righteous till I die. I know my great-grandmother won't be buried in the same place she was born, in a land she loved, but it was one that never truly loved her back. Now I'm shaking out the sand of a history that's written by the sons. Yeah, we've stood for long enough that is only now starting to crack. I have seen what happens when you grow your roots around other people. When the land that your feet stand on wasn't made for you or I. All the ribs in my last name weren't made from the dust of your religion. So I'll hold my roots inside my heart, twisted and righteous till I die. Oh, I will not water my roots with the blood of those who came before. Oh, I will not water my roots with the waters of a distant shore. I'll only put down my roots in the puddles of our salted tears. I'll only put down my roots when I feel that I am welcome here. Nação valente e imortal.
So good. Amazing. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you.
I loved your storytelling. Like I loved the message, like very poetic, and just the way the song moved, like how like the just when the tempo came in, how rhythmic it was, folk vibes, but you made it your own, like just really, really brilliant. Like great work.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Industry experts, you may now turn on your cameras. All right, Chuck, let's start with you.
I'm a person that believes strongly in knowing your family history and track of that, because they said if you don't keep track of it after 2 generations, it'll disappear. And regardless of what this song does commercially, the fact that you have your family's history on record is powerful and something you should always keep close to. And that's that. And again, the relatability of songwriting. I believe there's a lot of people that can hear that record and they may not have the exact same story as you, but the journey of someone's family, especially in a mixed pot, community, which is America, it speaks volumes. Your playing was incredible. Your singing was incredible as well. Stage presence. I don't know why. Your vocal tone remind me a lot of Alanis Morissette. I don't know why, but
Yeah, it's giving.
It kind of reminded me of that. But
the rawness of her voice,
yes,
it's like very raw in your face.
Right. That's the best. You said it the way I could not describe it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Excellent job. Excellent songwriting. Like I have nothing else to say, but the folk American Bob Dylan, Dust Bowl, like that, as Richard said earlier, everything starts with a song, and that was a powerful song. You did a great job.
This could be like on an Ancestry commercial for real.
Yeah.
Like I'm so serious. Like
yo,
I'm always thinking about like sync, and I could hear this in like a Ancestry commercial. So that's just my random thought.
Sync it.
Okay, Richard.
Once again, I agree with everything Chuck said, and I really appreciated the personal history and the way you've described it, and it was really interesting and really good. Look, your vocals are good. Your guitar playing is great. You have all that. I love that you're learning production in school, that you produce yourself. I try to urge all the artists I work with to learn how to produce for a whole lot of reasons. And I think that's a great skill to have. And again, I was just, very entranced by the song and your lyrics and like Chuck said, what it's about was just very, very poignant and really, really good. I do have one question. I'm on your Spotify. I love that. It's not a question, it's a statement. Academic Suicide is one of your songs?
Yes. Yeah, that song is based off of a true story.
Okay.
I did have a professor die halfway through the semester.
Suicide? Did he
No,
kill
not I don't
Oh.
think so. It was just
Okay.
kind of like that's kind of like referenced in the song, and that's a little bit of where I got the idea from, but I don't think he committed
Killed
suicide.
Did he die during class? And what class was it?
Hope not.
It was a computer programming class, which I was also very bad at. So, and it was still like coming off the heels of COVID. So it was like a Zoom class. And
Yeah.
I remember we all just logged on and then he never showed up. And we were like, oh, like free class,
Oh
we get to
my God.
leave. And then we got an email later. So
And I love that you wrote a song about it. I think that's terrific.
I heard the title. I thought it was talking about student loans. That's what I thought. for a second there. Go to college. I highly recommend it.
Oh.
It changed my life. But Lord, yeah, you're talking about academic suicide. Whew.
You're too young to know this, Nick, but there was a big artist in I guess it was the 90s, Nikki Costa, who was a great pop R&B singer. So as soon as I saw your name, that's the first thing I thought of. You may want to look her up. Very interesting artist.
Richard, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, she's actually written with some of my clients over the years as well. She's really terrific. Worth looking. Not that your music is like hers, but I just, as soon as I saw your name, I went, wait a second, Nikki Costa.
That's cool.
Start
Very
with a
cool.
song called Like a Feather. It was produced by Mark Ronson. That was her biggest record.
I'll
Good for
definitely
you.
look that up.
Good call. Good
No.
call.
He's a
But-
DJ. He knows all the things. All right, you guys. If you're in the audience and you came to see the amazing Nicole Costa, you have like 5 minutes to get her votes all the way up there to match the artists who've had the whole show. So get to voting. Hit that link and vote, vote, vote. We are going to be announcing who won within the next 5 minutes. Nicole Costa, thank you so much. You were so incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. And you may turn off your camera. Industry experts, stick around with me for the next, you know how we do. We always end the show with the simple question. If you had one word of advice, one tip, like one takeaway, like the most important thing that you can impart on a new artist, what would that be? And whoever wants to go first.
Okay, you're not going to speak, Chuck, so I will. As I said, it starts with a song. Write as many songs as you possibly can. Try to surround yourself with other songwriters. It's like playing tennis. You always want to play with somebody better than you. And every artist in the world today, I don't think there's anybody that writes all their songs by themselves. As big as they are, there's 14 to 25 people on a Beyonce track.
I'm telling you, yes.
So there's
That's why I said
more.
to her, I was like, 100% split. Okay.
I don't want to see her splits at all, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's so many people.
I
but
know
that's
what her
how it
splits are. She gets to keep most of it. That's what the splits are.
When you get
but-
to Beyonce, you can make those demands.
Exactly. But no, I just think writing, and more writing, and
Yeah.
you're only going to get better and better.
Yeah, you're so right. It's a numbers game for sure. And,
Yeah.
and the more you write, the better you get, and the more chances of something sticking to the wall. So for sure. That's excellent advice. Thank you so much, Richard. All right, Chuck.
If it's one word for me, it's purpose. Look, the older I've gotten, the deeper I've gone into the industry, I've met a lot of talented people. I met a lot of people that should have made it. But one way or another, whether their heart was not in it or something happened or whatever, you gotta have purpose in this. You gotta want to do this.
Yeah.
If I think for me, even though I found success, if I didn't make a dime doing this, I still would do it. I still need to do it. You have to need. I'll give you the best example. I'll give you I have a day job. I'm doing all these other extra things. I'm working on. You know what was the most exciting part of my day was yesterday? When a friend of mine, a singer, emailed me and said, "Here are the vocals you needed for that new song you're working on." I stopped everything and worked on the session. That was the best part of my day. And you have to have that same energy and passion
I
with
agree.
doing this. You can't play with this like this. A lot of
Right.
people play with this. It's not 15 minutes. It's not 15 minutes of fame anymore. It's 15 seconds of fame. So you
Right.
gotta want this. You
Got
gotta,
to
you
want
want to, you have to
Yeah,
want it
and I mean,
and
that's
have
what's
fun
gonna
with it.
sustain you. Yeah, because there's going to be so many days where it feels like it's not worth it, because this industry doesn't just give to you. There's more closed doors and open doors. So you have to really want this. You have to. It's got to be more than just, oh, I want to be famous and rich, because it's not going to happen fast enough
Ah,
from now. So I totally get that.
It worked for me, so I hope it works for you guys.
you gotta love it. You have to love it. That's the bottom line. If you're good to the music will be good to you. Music can
Yeah.
never break your heart, but the music business can. Make sure to know the difference.
Yeah.
Handle your business, but don't fall out of love with the music.
Yeah, love it. Well, you two are always like just a vibe and a pleasure to share this platform with, to talk to these new artists. Thank you so much, Richard and Chuck. We love you here at Music Forward Open Mic Fridays. Both of you are phenomenal, and you may both turn off your cameras. Once again, my name is Lydia Caesar. I am super excited to host this. It is my pleasure. Please follow me on Instagram at Miss MISS Caesar CAESAR. Keep up with everything I have going on, and have a great night. Follow Music Forward as well at Music Forward. Thank you for joining us. Peace.